Are you wanting to add background music to your videos in Premiere Pro? Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you how to do it properly and how to do it so that you don't have to worry about having any copyright issues. Here inside Premiere Pro, before we can add any music, we first need to make sure that the talking head audio or any of the audio that we have on our timeline where we're gonna be talking to the camera is at the appropriate level. And typically what I like to do is have that around -6 dB. So let's go ahead and check that out real quick. I'm gonna share with you the best way to create this crop circle video in Premiere Pro 2025. So that's like right around the -6 dB mark, but I can improve this audio and make it sound a little bit more clear, and it's gonna work a lot better with our music. So first, let's go ahead and highlight all of these audio clips and then right click and then go up here and select nest and then press OK. That way, any effects that we add are going to just be to all the clips instead of just a few of the clips. Next, just go up here to effects and type in parametric equalizer and then click and drag that onto your new nested sequence, and then go back up here and type in dynamics and click and drag that onto that nested sequence as well. Then just make sure that you have that sequence selected and then go up here to effect controls. And then the first thing we're going to do is adjust our parametric equalizer by just clicking edit. And we're just going to use the preset because I think it's great. Just select vocal enhancer. It works really well for my voice. We'll go ahead and listen to that back real quick. Here inside Premiere Pro, the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that my talking head clip is on video layer number 3. So that's making my voice sound a lot more clear. So that sounds good. And then I'm going to go down here to dynamics and just select edit. And then I'm going to change the preset to soft compression. Then I'm going to check the box for limiter here. And what that's going to do is that's going to compress the audio so that way it doesn't go any higher than what we limit it to. So for that, we're just going to limit the threshold to -3.2 dB. And then for makeup, I'm going to change this to 0. You can raise this as high as like 8 dB depending on what you recorded your audio at, but I don't like to go any higher than 8 dB because then your audio just starts to sound bad. But let's go ahead and listen to it back now. And my screen recording is on video layer number 1. The biggest thing is you want to make sure that those audio levels fall between -6 and -12 dB. That way they're not too loud and they're distorted, or they're too soft and you can't actually hear what the person's saying. Now it's time to go find a music track, and you can find tracks anywhere, but the most important rule is to make sure that you have the rights or the proper license to be able to use the music. I don't recommend going and searching for uncopyrighted music on YouTube because that's just risky business. For me, I use Epidemic Sound. This video is not sponsored, but I've been using their stuff for forever, and it's just a way of being able to find new tracks that's like, it's just easy, and I don't have to worry about any copyright issues at all. So we'll just go in here and we'll find a track. Now it recommends me some tracks based off of my channel, but I'll go up here to music and we'll just kind of look for a genre. Let's just go with hip hop. Then I'll just kind of listen to a few of them, see what I like. All right, I think I like this track here, so let's just go ahead and download this one. And then we're going to save it to our project folder. And then click save. And now let's go back over here to Premiere. Then I'll just drag the music into our project. And then we can drag that onto the timeline underneath our talking head audio. And right now, don't worry about if the music's not long enough. I'll show you a cool feature that Adobe has that can kind of resolve that issue. So every music track is going to be mastered differently. So there's no rule on it should fall within a certain level for it to be perfect every single time. I've seen some things on that guys recommend like between -19 and -25 dB, but that doesn't work for every track, at least in my experience anyways. So the solution that I've come up with is that you just have to go by ear. And for this, I like to make sure that I have a good pair of editing headphones. So these are just a pair of Philips. These are pretty inexpensive. I can leave a link down in the description if you like, just so that you can see these are pretty inexpensive. But I always want to listen using some editing headphones. So let me go ahead and put these on real quick. Now I'm just going to listen back to the music to see what it sounds like with the audio without any changes. I'm going to share with you the best way to create this crop circle video in Premiere Pro 2025. Here inside Premiere Pro. And that's way too loud. We definitely got to make some adjustments to the levels on the music. So let's just go ahead and double click down here on our music layer. And then let's go ahead and take this line here. And we're going to drag this down. Let's go ahead and drag it down to about -20 dB. And then let's go ahead and continue to listen. The thing I'm going to do is make sure. I actually would like for it to come down maybe 2 more dB. After that that bass drop happens right there, it picks up a little bit. Here to the frame and just click anywhere. And I think that sounds pretty good. Now, additionally, what I like to do is not just listen to it through my headphones. I'll also take the headphones out of my computer and listen to it on my computer. And then I like to upload the video to YouTube and then watch the video on my phone and on the TV just to make sure that it sounds good on multiple different platforms. Now, a few things to improve your background music. I don't really like how this song starts off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zoom in and go to where the bass drop is. Layer number 1. Then I'm gonna click and hold up. So right about here. And then I'm going to just go ahead and make a cut here and then delete this portion here. And I'm going to let this be the start whenever I first come into the tutorial. And then I'll just drag this out so we got a little bit of that, and I'll kind of just fade this in a little bit by clicking this over here. Cool way to fade some audio or fade in your music. I'm gonna share with you the best way to create this crop circle video in Premiere Pro 2025. Here inside Premiere Pro, the first thing I'm gonna do is make sure that my talking head, and I actually wanna, that's not 100% perfect, so let's move this over just a little bit so it lines up with the playhead. And then just kind of extend this out. Listen to that one more time. I'm gonna share with you the best way to create this crop circle video in Premiere Pro 2025. Here inside Premiere Pro, the first thing I'm gonna do is make sure that my talking head clip is on video layer number. That sounds pretty good. I definitely would probably dial it in a little bit more, but you get the point. Now, if your music's not long enough and you wanna extend it across the entire video, all you have to do is go up here and click and hold on this button here and select the remix tool. And then click on the very end of your music and just drag that over. Then you'll just see these squiggly lines that have been added to the music, and that's just where AI has stitched together what it thinks is the best way to remix the clip. And then we'll just go ahead and always listen to it back to make sure it didn't do a bad job. Then I'm just going to select the selection tool and position this in the center of the frame for now. Next, I'll just go ahead and extend this circle to the length of... That doesn't sound great, so what we can do to fix this is go up here to the audio workspace. Then once the audio space is opened up, just click on your music and go down here under the Essential Sounds tab, and then adjust these segments till it sounds the way that you want it to sound. For this one, I needed to adjust it all the way down to like 0.3 to make sure that it didn't have too many segments and it still sounded natural. But let's listen to it back. The only thing I'm gonna do here is change the mat to video number 4, because that's the track that the circle is on, and that should mask out the rest of your clip. And that sounds much, much better. And it sounds good across the entire video. But I can honestly say a majority of the tracks, like literally I just stretch it and you don't have any issues. But I know with vlog style content, sometimes you'll be using different kinds of microphones. You might have a shotgun microphone that you're using, or an in-camera microphone with an action camera. So just make sure that all of those levels are all the same. They should all be between -6 and -12 dB, but no higher than 0 dB. And then we're gonna do the same thing with our music. So let's go ahead and listen back to our audio without music. I got like very little light right now. I'm up in the Great Smoky Mountains. Today's the last day. I have 1 hour to go out. That's pretty much staying between -6 and -12 dB, so I'm good with that there. But let's now listen to it without any of the vocals. Let's just have the music playing. Now let's go up here a little bit. This next thing I kind of just picked up on my own. I don't really see anybody talking about it that much. But it's what should you do with your music if it's cutting to a scene where there's no vocals, but it's just you want to have music for like maybe it's a montage or something like that. Where should you put the levels? And let me show you what I did here. Let's see what it looks like. So for this, I just tried to keep it around -12 dB. I think it was at like -15 dB, which isn't that big of a deal. But I just wanted it to not be super jarring. Like I wanted it to be low whenever I was talking, but I wanted it to raise up. And that way there was something there. Because if I would have had it really low, it wouldn't have been as impactful as it was whenever I raised the volume, whenever we were cutting to that next scene. And then you can see that the music lowers back down whenever I go back into talking. So let me show you how you can do that. So what we're gonna do is just go ahead and delete all these keyframes. And then let's go ahead and just click here and stretch this out. That way we can see this keyframe option here. Then we're gonna take the playhead to the part to where we want the music to come in. Just click this little keyframe button here. And then I'm just gonna go back a little bit. We're gonna create one more keyframe. And then I'm just going to click and drag that keyframe down here. And you'll see how that kind of fades in. Get up there and see what it looks like. But it's not loud enough, and we're gonna fix that here in just a second. So let's go to the very end of that montage where the vocals start to come back in, where I start talking again. And what we're gonna do is we're going to create another keyframe here. We're gonna make sure that we select that music, click create a keyframe, and then that's the spot where I want it to come in. And then I'm just gonna go back like 3 frames. And then I'm going to create another keyframe. And now what I wanna do is I wanna raise this music up just a few decibels so that we can listen back to it and see if it's like right there around that negative 12 dB range. Let's see what it looks like. That sounds good. Let's go to the very end down here. We're at the spot right now, but that's just a really good way of being able to fade that music in and out. And you could also do this with these little buttons here that Premiere, the new versions of Premiere has, but I still like using the keyframes just because it's easy and I feel like I have more control. You know, it only allows you to fade in and fade out whenever you use these little things here. I can adjust the volume in multiple different ways if I use the keyframes. Now let's say that you've lowered the levels of your music, but it's still competing with the vocals and you just can't get it right. It just still sounds like it doesn't sound good. So how can we fix that? Well, one solution that I found that works really well is to going up here to effects and typing in low pass and then drag low pass onto that music. And then go up here to make sure that you have the music selected, go up here to effect controls. And then we're just going to kind of raise this up into like, let's go with like 1300. My clip is on video layer number 3 and my screen recording is on video layer number 1. And that's just going to create a low pass filter to take that edge off so that way it sounds a little bit better. And the higher this number goes, the closer it's going to sound like the original music. Next, I'm going to go up here to the frame and just click anywhere inside and hold down shift at the same time and drag. And that's now, if you want to learn more ways that you can improve your videos in Premiere Pro, check out this video next and I'll see you in the next one.